It feels great. I mean, it's an amazing event that the WBC is having here because, like you said, there's a lot of important people here, and not that it's important, but there's different champions here, different former champions here, managers, promoters, and very informative information is being given to all of us as managers, athletes, and it feels amazing. It's the first one, and I believe that it's going to continue, and hopefully it continues on to the second, the third, and the fourth, and it just starts expanding even more.
Yeah, what is very humbling to say it somehow is to see former rivals embrace and just be happy and share memories and share this moment.
Yeah.
Like we saw Christy Martin and
Mia St. John.
That first they went to real wars, and now they're friends and they're
and like Mauricio said, that's the beauty of this sport. When you're able to do that, when you're able to hug that person and talk to that person and be able to have that relationship, it's amazing. Just like now when I came over here, I seen Ashley Gonzalez. I know, in the future maybe we will be fighting, but she's an amazing person, and I would love to continue having that relationship with her. It's amazing. It's what I love about this sport, the sportsmanship and how we could all have that relationship and network together.
Yeah, as they say, first it was boxing, the sport of the gentleman. Mm-hmm. But now also boxing, the sport of ladies.
Yes.
It's a sport of honor.
Yes.
It's a sport that brings
respect.
A lot of everybody, Do you appreciate better another woman after fighting her?
Yes. It's the same thing, but just like I just fought Jenny Fuge, and it's just my respects to her. I didn't know her, and I knew who she was outside the ring, but now I know who she is inside the ring, and it's my respects. I appreciate it. It's just an appreciation that we shared that ring. So I know how tough she is. She even broke her finger. So we get to know the other fighter inside the ring, and a lot could happen in that ring.
Yeah, most of these friendships are like after the fights. But have you ever fought a good friend?
No, not yet.
Would you?
Yes. I like boxing is boxing. It's different. It's different inside the ring than outside the ring. I sparred good friends. Sparring, we could go toe to toe, and we're trying to. We're just going at it. We forget the friendship, and once we're out the ring, we talk to each other. And you got me with this. You could learn better with that. Oh, Cobra, you did this, you did that. So it's different, and I hope I could have that mentality when it comes down to a fight, because I know it's different, but I hope it could be the same thing.
Yeah. You train a lot, you train hard, you sacrifice, you give a lot for boxing.
Yeah.
To learn to box.
Yes.
To learn the sport. But what does boxing teach you about life? Does boxing teach you how to be a better person?
I believe so. I think boxing is what made me the person I am now. It humbles you. It teaches you discipline, consistency, respect. You get to know people from around the world. You get to hear people's stories. Everybody has a story behind them, and I think it builds you. It builds you as a person. And it did to me. I don't think I would be the person I am now if it wasn't for boxing.
Yeah. Do you always, I don't know if you like to study your rivals before the fights.
I don't. My dad, which is my coach, is the one that studies them, and then he does my training, and he changes my training and everything I do without even my knowledge to know that that's what we're training for. He just changes everything on me for that fight, for that rival. So I don't know. I'm not focusing on my rival because I've always told them it could change. So I don't want to go inside the ring thinking this is what I'm be in front of, or this is what it could change. The boxer could be different inside the ring. It changes. So I don't want to go with that mentality that this is what we're gonna go in front of. So that's just me. So my dad's the one that does the studying. He changes my training without telling me.
To know somebody, you have to fight him. I don't know if you've ever thought of that.
I've never thought about it. I never thought about it. I've never heard it either.
Have you learned something from your rival?
Before the fight? No. After the fight?
During the fight.
During the fight, oh yes. I mean, you're learning as you're going. So it's. I think that's when it's how they say you study. You have to adjust to the fighter as you're going. So yes, you do.
You have to learn. I mean, you learn a lot.
Yeah.
About that person, also about yourself.
Yes.
Each fight demands a different thing.
Yes.
Different strategy, different preparation.
Definitely, I agree. Every fight, that's where you call experience. That's why you get experience with each single fight. You get the experience comes in because you learn from each fight. You learn from each fighter. From every opponent you go in front of, you're learning. So you do. Have
you ever felt that you had reached your limit during a fight and you can't go on anymore, or?
No, I've always felt like I could have done more and I didn't do it. But to reach my limit, no, I've never. No, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
And do you always agree with your corner?
I do.
With the instructions that they give you?
I do. And I'm not saying I always follow what he tells me, or what they tell me, because sometimes we're just, I don't know, there's the mental part of boxing there. But I always agree with my corner, with my dad, which is my coach, because he's on the outside. He's looking at the outside and he's looking at the fight from the outside. So I know he knows better than what I'm doing in there.
Yeah. I mean, I know of boxers, men and women, that don't really think that sometimes the advice is not the right one.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, you are the one fighting.
Yes.
You can, from the outside, you can see a lot of things. Mm-hmm. In the inside, you feel a lot of things.
Yes, and I think that's where, I trust my dad. That's why I trust what he tells me. But one thing he's always tells me, is she powerful? Does she hit hard? How do you feel? So then I guess that's where he adjusts his instructions towards me, Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I work very well with him, and I think that he wants the best for me in there. And we've talked about it a lot of times. And, I've always told him, if you think I can't continue a fight, I wouldn't get mad at you if you throw in that towel. Or if you think I can't do it, or you're in the outside, I trust you. You get me? I won't get mad at him because he sees from the outside, and I think he knows me very well.
Yeah.
Too.
Did he ever fight?
No, he didn't. No.
You don't need to fight to be a
he
good
didn't.
trainer.
He used to do jiu-jitsu. He trained a lot of jiu-jitsu. So he did jiu-jitsu and Street Fighter. But he was in the boxing gym a lot.
Yeah.
My grandma never allowed him to fight though. So that's why he didn't fight. But he was in the gym a lot, boxing and learning.
Yeah, in the past, there weren't many cases of father-son, father-daughter in boxing. Today, there's a lot. There's a lot of
yes. I see that a lot. And then me, I mean, I'm not his coach, but I have my son, he's an amateur boxer, and I feel that I could guide him the right way, and I could talk to him and tell him what I've learned. But my dad's who teaches him and is his coach. So I think they'll follow through, hopefully.
How nervous do you get when he gets in the ring?
Very, because I know it's different. I know it's different. I used to be able to be in his corner and, help my dad to be in his corner, but I can't be in his corner no more. I have to be in the outside and just look. I know it's different. I know it's different with men than with women.
Yeah. My son had a couple of amateur fights. I was going crazy.
Yes. Yes. It's whew. I think I do more cardio there, not moving. I'm sweating. Yeah, it's just something else.
From the boxers that are here, is any one of them someone you looked up to?
Honestly, as a boxer, I mean, I like all of them. I like, they all have a good story, and I respect all of them. I love it. Like Cheryl Brown is here, and it's like, I know her story, and I know how hard she worked and how, it's just every single boxer here just has a story, and I respect it, and it's just amazing. I mean, they're amazing.
Yeah. And there's a lot of information. This is the second day of lectures and speeches, and with a lot of information. Have you learned something in the time that you have been in the room?
I mean, I've gone to different conventions, and pretty much they've all been the same. The only different thing that I've learned, because they're very informative, and I do learn from them. But the one thing impacted me today was Mia St. John. I didn't know her story. And I've always said mental health is very, very important, because mental in boxing is just, you could be physically ready, you could be everything, but if you're not mentally ready, you're out the door, pretty much. And that's what I teach the kids at the gym, and that's when I talk to boxers and people, I always say mental is important. So when I heard her story, it's just like, wow, like we all go through something, and we all fight. And we're not just fighting inside the ring, we're fighting outside the ring too. So just the importance of mental health, just to know that her story was just like, wow.
Yeah, sometimes the bigger fights the toughest fights are outside.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the brain is the one that manages your body.
Exactly.
If this is not well, nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like when you're hitting the bag, or when you're running, or when you're sparring or hitting the mitts, you forget about everything?
You do, and I think that's how I've been able to manage a lot of my anxiety and stress when I'm at the gym. Even though I'm not training for a fight, I need to go to the gym, because that's how I manage my stress, my anxiety, things I go through outside the gym. You do. It's important. Even if I'm just there, not hitting the bag, even if I'm just around the kids, or it's just being in the gym is just...
Well, you create you integrate into an atmosphere that always takes you to a good place, right?
Yes, my safe spot, my safe. What do I call it? My safe. I don't know. I call it something. I think.
Safe space.
Yes, safe space. That's my safe space. Yes, yes.
Was it worth coming here to the summit?
Oh yes, definitely. It was. Like I said, it's very. I feel great. I feel happy. It's something I needed for my daily routines. For my daily routine, and like I said, I did bring my son today, and I know it's very informative, and he's able to see, and hear things that I've heard before, and I tell him, he's actually listening from somebody else that, you see, I'm not the one telling you just because. Listen, it's important to hydrate, your nutrition, your sleep, how you lose weight. I mean, you're seeing all these champions here, you know, like people's stories. And I think just like I've learned, he could learn. And it's just, it's good. It was worth it. And I will definitely come back for the second one. Yes.
What are your plans?
We're hoping to get a tune-up fight soon. And then hopefully after that, first God's will, I could go ahead and fight for the WBC title at super flyweight division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will get it.
Hopefully, yes. If it's in the plans, if it's written, God will make it happen.
Yeah, you have to manifest it and make it. Tell us your social media so that people can follow you.
Adelaida Ruiz. I think it's Adelaida Ruiz on Facebook. And then Instagram will be La Cobra _Ruiz. And then that's it. I mean, I have a YouTube. I don't get on it. It's so hard to keep up with all this social media. I know the importance of them, but I can't keep up with all of them. I think I'm more active on Instagram. And then I have my TikTok, which is very random here and there, but it's La Cobra _Ruiz. Let's just keep it with that.
And what's your advice for the up and coming young fighters?
Believe in yourself. Don't give up. You know, consistency. I know sometimes we go through rough patches, and you know, people throw rocks here and there. Just try to duck, and it don't matter what people think about you. You know, just keep going. If you believe in yourself, if you have that believe and you have that, I'm gonna do it, you're gonna do it. You know, don't allow anybody to say you can't do it, because you could.